So it's one of those things we cannot fully prepare for. And the fact that we're all very unique human beings, it makes it really hard to create steps in how to live through grief because we all deal with our emotions so differently. And I say live through grief because we can never truly stop missing that person, but we can move on with our life remembering that person. So I just want to let you know that we all at some point in our life will or already have dealt with grief. We live in a world where death happens. God never intended us to die, but to live eternally with Him. But with the sin that entered the world, we now have death. But here's the great news. Through Jesus dying on the cross, going into the grave, resurrecting, going into heaven, He defeated death. So for those who believe in Him, we never truly die. We go back to the Father, and that's the best hope ever. But for us down here, it is so hard to understand why that person left. And sometimes those questions are never answered. It's perfectly okay to feel angry, upset, depressed, tired, frustrated, absent-minded, lost in your thoughts, trying to suggest ways that things could have been better, somehow pointing it back to you and blaming yourself for the person's death. Those are all common feelings we all deal with. The greatest thing that is currently helping me and has helped many others is surrounding yourself with people who do understand, who have known that person was affected by their death. To gather together community and cry together, share stories, share memories, laugh together, sing songs together, anything to lift the spirits and remember of that person. Be aware that everyone deals with grief differently. Some may react less visible than others, and that's okay. That doesn't mean anything. Don't you ever think that the way you grieve is inappropriate, mediocre, or just not enough. If you're just not a crier but more of a silent thinker, then that's okay. If you find being goofy and being silly and trying to help people lift their moods as the way you grieve or the way you remember that person, then that's okay too. Death teaches us so much about life. And something that my friend told me was that we never have bad days. We only have good or better days because each day is a gift from God. And upon the recent events that led to a lot of grieving around me, I learned that life is so precious and so spontaneous. You never truly know when it's your day. So I say live your life to the fullest. As cliche as that may sound, it is so true. Become a positive influence in those around you. It's all about the dash between the 2 years. That is what you're most remembered by.